The Maha Khumb Mela is one of the largest and most significant religious gatherings in the world, celebrated in India. It occurs every 12 years and is a major pilgrimage event for Hindus. The festival is held at 4 rotating locations: Allahabad, Prayagraj, Haridwar, Nashik, and Ujjain. The exact location changes each time, and the gathering alternates between these cities in a 12-year cycle. The term kumbh refers to a mythological story involving a pot, or kumbh, of nectar that was churned out of the ocean during the churning of the ocean, Samudra Manthan. According to Hindu mythology, the gods and demons fought over the pot, and a few drops of the nectar fell at 4 locations on earth, which are now the sites of the Kumbh Mela. It is believed that taking a dip in the holy waters of these rivers during the Mela purifies one's sins and leads to spiritual liberation, moksha. The Maha Khumb Mela specifically refers to the largest and most auspicious of these gatherings, held every 12 years at Prayagraj, formerly Allahabad, where the Ganges, Yamuna, and the mythical Sarasvati rivers meet at the confluence known as the Triveni Sangam. This event draws millions of pilgrims, sadhus, holy men, and tourists, and it is considered a time when the cosmic energies align in favor of spiritual cleansing and renewal. The significance of the Maha Khumb Mela goes beyond religious rituals. It is a symbol of unity, faith, and human connection. Devotees believe that by participating in the Mela, they are engaging in a direct interaction with the divine, receiving blessings that can lead to a better life and spiritual progress. It's also a celebration of Hindu culture, with elaborate rituals, cultural performances, and processions, where spiritual leaders and ascetics share their wisdom and teachings. The event also has a deep social and cultural impact, bringing together people from all walks of life to celebrate their faith, share in communal activities, and reflect on the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The Maha Khumb Mela is a fascinating and intricate event, rich in symbolism, mythology, and history. Here's a deeper dive into its significance, rituals, and the grand scale of the gathering. 1. The mythological story behind Kumbh Mela. The origin of the Kumbh Mela is deeply rooted in Hindu mythology. According to the Bhagavata Purana, the Samudra Manthan, churning of the ocean, was a cosmic event involving the gods, devas, and demons, asuras. During this churning, the nectar of immortality, Amrita, was produced, but during the struggle, some of it spilled over at 4 places on earth: Prayagraj, Haridwar, Nashik, and Ujjain. These are the 4 locations where the Kumbh Mela is held. The story implies that the nectar has a mystical power, and by bathing in the waters where it fell, people can be liberated from the cycle of birth and death, samsara. This is why the festival is not just a cultural event, but also a deeply spiritual one. 2. The cycle of the Kumbh Mela. The Kumbh Mela is held in a 12-year cycle across the 4 locations. 1. Prayagraj, Allahabad, where the Triveni Sangam, confluence, of the Ganges, Yamuna, and Sarasvati rivers is located. 1. This is the largest and most significant of the Kumbh Melas, with the Maha Kumbh occurring here once every 12 years. 2. Haridwar. Situated on the banks of the Ganges, the Kumbh Mela here is held when the Jupiter, Brihaspati, and Sun, Surya, are in the zodiac signs of Aries and Capricorn. 3. Nashik. Held on the banks of the Godavari River. 3. This kumbh is significant because of its connection to Lord Rama, and it is said that the Godavari River has the same spiritual importance as the Ganges in this region. 4. Ujjain. Located on the banks of the Shipra River, the Kumbh Mela here is held when Jupiter is in the Leo constellation. Each of these cities has its own unique significance in Hinduism, and the Maha Khumb Mela at Prayagraj is considered the holiest of them all. 3. The rituals and practices. At the heart of the Kumbh Mela is the sacred ritual of bathing, snan, in the holy river. Devotees believe that this cleansing act washes away their sins and brings spiritual purification. The snan is performed on specific days during the festival, which are astrologically chosen, based on the alignment of the planets. Key rituals include: 1. Shahi Snan, royal bath. This is the grand bath taken by the Akaras, monastic orders, and holy men, led by the sadhus. 1. The event is marked by massive processions, with devotees and ascetics gathering to take the dip together. 2. Prayers and arti. At various temples and ghats, riverbanks, priests perform elaborate rituals, offering flowers, incense, and chanting sacred mantras. 2. The atmosphere is filled with chanting of Om and hymns. 3. Dharma discourse and satsangs. Spiritual leaders often give discourses on religious texts such as the Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, and Upanishads. 3. There are also satsangs, spiritual gatherings, where devotees discuss and learn more about Hindu philosophy and spirituality. 4. The sadhus and akaras. A major part of the Kumbh Mela experience is the presence of various sadhu groups and akaras, spiritual brotherhoods. These ascetic groups follow distinct traditions and practices, and each akara has its own significance and history. The sadhus, or holy men, are an integral part of the Kumbh Mela. They are often seen in elaborate attire, with ash smeared on their bodies, representing their renunciation of worldly attachments. Some of them follow a tradition of intense meditation and austerities, while others perform unique rituals. The processions of these holy men, where they march to the rivers to take a ceremonial dip, are among the most spectacular and spiritually charged events of the Kumbh Mela. 5. The spiritual and social impact. The Kumbh Mela is an intense spiritual experience for millions of people. Many come seeking spiritual guidance, fulfillment, or redemption. It is not only a place of individual devotion but also a venue for sharing knowledge and religious discourse. Pilgrims often stay in temporary camps, where they engage in communal worship, learn about various aspects of Hindu philosophy, and meet like-minded individuals. The event fosters a deep sense of community and connection. People from all backgrounds and walks of life come together with the common purpose of spiritual cleansing and devotion. The act of taking a holy dip at the Sangam in Prayagraj, for example, is seen as a direct interaction with divine energies. Socially, the Kumbh Mela also promotes inclusivity and unity, bringing together people from all parts of India and the world. The scale of the event is so vast that the government, religious organizations, and volunteers all work together to ensure that the infrastructure, such as sanitation, medical facilities, and security, is in place to manage the millions of people who gather. 6. The scale of the gathering. The Maha Khumb Mela is a staggering event in terms of scale. During the Maha Khumb, held once every 12 years in Prayagraj, it is not uncommon for over 100 million people to participate. The festival typically lasts around 45 days, and each day brings tens of thousands of people to the holy river. It is often described as the largest human gathering on earth. The gathering is not just limited to India. People from across the globe, including Hindu devotees from Nepal, Sri Lanka, and other countries, come to partake in the festivities. International tourists, scholars, and photographers are also drawn to witness this remarkable cultural and religious event. 7. The modern Kumbh Mela. Despite its ancient roots, the Kumbh Mela adapts to modern times. While the religious and spiritual essence remains unchanged, the infrastructure has vastly improved. The event is equipped with modern facilities, including electricity, water supply, and emergency services. There are also provisions for digital connectivity, making it easier for people to stay in touch with the outside world. The Kumbh Mela is often covered by international media, and in recent years, the use of technology, such as social media platforms and apps, has helped devotees and tourists navigate the festival and stay updated on important dates and rituals. 8. Environmental and cultural considerations. As the Kumbh Mela attracts millions, the environmental impact of such a large gathering is a matter of concern. There is an increased focus on managing waste, ensuring cleanliness, and protecting the sacred rivers. In recent years, there have been efforts to make the event more sustainable by promoting eco-friendly practices and reducing pollution. Culturally, the Kumbh Mela is a celebration of India's rich spiritual heritage, featuring traditional music, dance, art, and cultural performances. The event showcases the diversity and depth of Hindu traditions, and it is a time for people to reflect on the meaning of life, spirituality, and their connection to the divine. Conclusion. The Maha Khumb Mela is not just a religious event. It is a profound cultural phenomenon that brings together the ancient and modern, the spiritual and the social. For millions of people, it represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for spiritual renewal, purification, and connection with the divine. It is a celebration of faith, unity, and the eternal quest for spiritual liberation. Whether you are a devotee, a tourist, or someone simply curious about this monumental event, witnessing the Kumbh Mela is an unforgettable experience. Om Namah Shivaya.